Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about Reservoir Dogs. So, if you've been following the channel, I actually made a video on Django Unchained, and that got me thinking. Tarantino is like a well-known director, and he's honestly an iconic director. And his last film, which is his 10th film, technically 11th, but his 10th film is like, oh, it's gonna be his last. And that's fascinated me because I was like, I watched Django Unchained, and I watched Pulp Fiction before, and I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood before, and I was like, okay, you know what? That's 3 out of 10, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I go on like a string of movies where I just watch Tarantino's filmography? And I've heard a lot about all these different movies. Apparently they're good. Apparently some of them I didn't even know some of them existed, if I'm being honest. So I was like, you know what? Let's take it from the top. Let's start going through Tarantino's filmography. I like movies. Tarantino loves movies. Let's watch something, right? So I watched Reservoir Dogs, and that's what led me to watch Reservoir Dogs. Probably the next few videos on my channel is gonna be related to Quentin Tarantino movies because that's all I'm gonna be trying to watch moving forward, right? Now, it's his debut. It's a very low budget film. You can tell this is a low budget film, by the way. It's considered like a cult classic. I don't really like it that much, right? Let's actually get into what I do like it, and then I'll talk about what I don't like, right? So I think the tension in this movie is the best thing about the movie. You're very uneasy throughout. You're very confused as to what's happening. Anxiety. I mean, this is another one of those movies which the building anxiety really helps. Like, I like it. It really makes the viewer uneasy. It really makes you, it puts you in the same mental state as the people in the movie. The quick dialogue, the quick delivery, great dialogue, great delivery, by the way. But like this, I think the writing is very good in this movie, right? And the writing is what keeps you on your toes. It's what keeps you anxious. Like the energy which the characters are giving off, like it goes on to the people watching. You're like, fuck, like you feel what they're saying. It's great. Honestly, the writing and the tension it causes is one of the best things about the movie. And I really like some of the performances as well. I believe his name is Steve Buscemi. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Steve Buscemi, who plays Mr. Pink, is great. He's the reason why I was anxious throughout because it's great. Great performance. I think Harvey Keitel also does an okay job. Could have been a bit better. He kind of falls flat. Tim Roth. Now, I don't know much about Tim Roth. I've only seen him in Pulp Fiction, which, hot take. I didn't like Pulp Fiction that much either. But I won't make a review on it. I watched it long ago. But Tim Roth, I saw him in Pulp Fiction. He does a great job in this movie. I genuinely like his acting in this movie. It feels so indie, it feels so weird, but somehow it's great acting. Like when he's writhing in pain, I don't even think I'm looking at that and I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't look like acting. That seems like he's dying. His guts are spilling out. He's dying. I think incredibly good performances from them. The other actors were okay. Chris Penn, also an incredible performance. I didn't even know Sean Penn had a brother. Apparently he passed away, rest in peace. Chris Penn looks like Jonah Hill. Like if this movie was made in the 2010s, Chris Penn's role would be played by Jonah Hill, you know what I'm saying? But oh my god, he also does a great job. Like I think those are like really standout performances for me where I've never seen these actors before, you get it? And I'm like, yo, this is great. So yeah. Those are some things I really, really like about the movie. Now, that's not enough for me to be like it's one of the best movies ever. I think the pacing is a bit off in this film. I think some scenes feel really dragged. I think the opening scene felt very dragged for me. And there's also some points with like Mr. Blonde, which is Vic, I believe. Yeah, some scenes with him felt drag as well. The whole torture scene, like the torture scene was great. Makes you very uncomfortable, which is exactly what it's trying to do, right? It's trying to make you almost, wince in pain. But my god, it really felt dragged. Holy shit. Like there was a point where I was like, can you just kill the guy? Like you're really dragging this scene out. So that's another thing. Another thing I didn't like was you never really invest that much into any of the characters except Freddy, towards the end. And even then, okay, so one big complaint I have about this, and I'm getting into spoiler territory here, by the way. So, Mr. Orange, who's basically, this again, spoilers, who's basically the traitor, he reveals to Mr. White at the very end, as the cops are about to bust in, that, I'm a cop. why would you do that? Is it out of guilt because, oh, Mr. White is going to jail now? It just makes so little sense to me why an actual cop would suddenly have this emotion connect with, Larry. And it's just like, man, what the fuck, you know? And then supposedly, I mean, they don't show it, but supposedly, I'm pretty sure Mr. White and Mr. Orange both die. Mr. Pink's the only one who's, yeah, he's the only one alive, smart guy. But like, yeah, it just felt so. Why? Like, why would you do that? You know, you could have just not told that and you could have been fine. But he tells him, and I'm pretty sure they're all dead at that point. So yeah, that I thought was a very strange choice for the character to make, for you to write the character who basically reveals at the end, oh yeah, I'm a cop. Literally moments before the actual cops bust in. So I think that was another thing where I was like, I'm not really sure how that makes any sense, but sure, right? But other than that, I think it's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's a bad movie, despite its low budget. It's one of those movies where, yeah, if you had more money, you could have done a better job. So if I had to give it a rating, I would say it's like a 6 or a 7. Like, I honestly, at this point, you have to watch it more for like, oh, this is where Quentin Tarantino started off. And honestly, you get a lot of the pacing. It's like, this movie is what I would say is like a Tarantino style. And you're like, okay, I see what kind of director he ended up becoming because of this. But other than that, if it was not like an iconic movie and it was not directed by Quentin Tarantino, if it was just a one-off, I would just say it's an alright movie. You can easily go by not watching it. It's not that great. But anyway, that's all I have to say about this film. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.